When you think of Superman, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Is it the godlike power, the ability to shatter meteors, or fly around the world in a blink of an eye? We see the flowing cape, the iconic S on his chest, and we assume that his alien strength is what makes him a hero. But what if I told you that's not the whole story? Not even the most important part. What if Superman's real power isn't something he was born with, but something he learned? The story of Superman isn't about what he can do, but why he chooses to do it. And that's why we begin in a quiet farmhouse in Kansas. Before he was ever Superman, he was this Clark Kent, a boy raised by two very ordinary people, Jonathan and Martha Kent, who gave him something far more powerful than heat vision, his moral compass. It was on their farm surrounded by the fields of Smallville that he learned about humility, kindness, and responsibility. They taught him that true strength isn't about lifting tractors, but about lifting people up. Think about that for a second. The most powerful being on earth was raised to be gentle, to value honesty, and to always help someone in need. This upbringing didn't just shape a boy, it forged a hero. His powers are what make him super, but it's his humanity instilled in him by Mom and Pa Kent that makes him a man. That human connection is his anchor, the one thing that keeps him from floating away into the cosmos as a distant god, and instead grounds him as our greatest champion. So, what does courage really mean for someone who's nearly invincible? It isn't just about flying headfirst into an explosion. He knows he can be hurt, that he has vulnerabilities like kryptonite, yet he consistently puts the lives of others before his own safety. But his deepest courage, his most defining trait, is a moral one. I'm talking about his steadfast rule: he will not take a life. In a world full of gritty anti-heroes, Superman's refusal to kill isn't a weakness, it's an incredible display of willpower. He believes that everyone, even his most hated enemy, deserves a chance to do better. As he once reasoned, if an enemy dies, that's the best they'll ever be. But if they live, there's always a glimmer of hope for redemption. That choice, to uphold justice without becoming an executioner, is an act of courage he performs every single day. His optimism is his real shield. And how does he hold on to that hope? Through what might be his most profound and underrated power: empathy. Superman doesn't just rescue people, he connects with them. He understands what it's like to feel small, scared, or alone, because at his core, he was raised as one of us. That's why his most heroic moments often have nothing to do with stopping alien fleets. There's a legendary moment in the comic All-Star Superman where, while facing his own death, he stops everything to talk a girl named Reagan off a ledge. He doesn't lecture her, he doesn't just swoop in and carry her away. He lands softly and tells her, "You are stronger than you think you are." He sees a person in pain and offers a moment of pure human connection. He's the hero who will rebuild a home after a disaster, not just because he can do it in seconds, but because he understands the fear of losing everything. This compassion is the real engine of his heroism, the constant reminder of who he's fighting for. I hope this gave you a new perspective on the Man of Steel. What's your favorite Superman moment that shows his true character? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the heroes that inspire us all. Thanks for watching.